Hey guys, it's the Nerdy Movie Guy. So today I'm going to talk about a classic. I want to talk about Jaws. So the first thing I want to mention is before we dive into the movie, I want to mention the physical movies I have. So I have 2 copies. I don't know what to do with the second one. I don't like having more than one of the same movie in my collection, but I don't know what to do. Maybe you guys can help out. So we got this one. This is the lenticular cover. It has one of those things where you can kind of scrape it on the side and you have that nice soothing sound. Comes with the standard 4K, disc in the middle. And then, I believe, if I can get this out, yeah. It comes with an artwork book. It's got the front, it's got the back. And there's just plenty of sort of tidbits and, fun facts on the inside. So this is pretty cool. I really like this copy, and I don't really want to part with it. The other one is, now this one's 4K, the lenticular cover. So this is the Steelbook. So, it's got the nice hard casing to it. It's got the movie poster front and back. And this one's 4K as well. So I don't know what to do with these copies. I don't want to part with either one of them. So, regardless, Steven Spielberg has had so many great movies, but this has to be probably one of his most memorable ones. And it's just crazy how this movie stands the test of time. So, first thing I want to mention is, when you compare this movie to other horror movies, I don't know if I would consider it horror. A lot of people do. So, the way I'm going to compare it is this movie takes the less is more concept and just runs with it. And it works so perfectly in this movie. Jaws is barely in the movie at all, but he's an ever-present threat throughout the whole thing. And that's one of those things I think horror movies, maybe some of the, some of the worst horror movies have that concept where they try to do a concept like this, but just don't execute it very well. So that's what I think Jaws does probably perfectly. So I love that about this movie. And of course you got a good cast, you got a neat plot. The pacing's pretty well done, and it's just entertaining, too. And this is also one of those things. Now, I don't know the technology. I'm just not equipped with that sort of knowledge to know the difference. I can see the difference between Blu-ray and 4K, but I don't know the technical terms of what goes into the making of a 4K movie. But that aside, just visually seeing the difference, as far as taking an older movie that obviously was not in 4K when it released and putting it on 4K now, Jaws may be one of the best 4K transfers I've seen. Maybe you guys have seen better ones. I'm comparing this movie to my collection. So as far as my collection is concerned, this is the best 4K transfer of an older movie. And that's the crazy thing about 4K is, a newer movie comes out, it's on 4K, it's probably going to look the same as it did in theaters, unless you saw it in IMAX. But to me, a lot of the older movies look better on 4K because it's just so different. You're seeing it, it's more crisp, it's more clear, it's more sharp. And those are the things I appreciate about a physical release. It's not just, a physical release doesn't have to be, okay, now you can buy it. You can add something to it like this. It can come with an artwork book. It can come with bonus features. It can come with deleted scenes. It can come with sneak peeks of maybe some of the studio's upcoming movies. I know I have some older movies that used to do that. So, I don't know. There's a lot that these people making physical media, they can add a lot to it I think would bring more people back to buying them again. But regardless, this movie was a 10 out of 10. It's just a solid story. It's great scenes, great acting, and it's just one of those fun things that there's no doubt why it stands the test of time. It's a classic through and through. It has been for a long time, and I think it always will be. Thank you guys so much for watching.